Now, you guys arrive late at night at this. And you see that the Lake Calenhad, for those who are first there for the first time, it is beautiful. You see the lake surrounding, and the moon is just right up there, so you can see its reflection on the surface of the water, and you see this tower across, and it's for those who are first time, it's just like it's like one of those seven wonders moments that you feel. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And
So that's the circle.
A very pretty cage.
Well, at least you acknowledge the cage. That was uncalled for. It is pretty, though.
Yeah.
Right. Roland just goes, all right, well, let's get this over with.
I wonder if it's true that the Canary stole cookies to bribe the boat person with. It was a funny story, either way.
Yeah, Daniel will just go like, I've heard that rumor too. Like a Canary being able to bribe a Templar just for cookies. That's very funny. And then he just goes down, and you see that this Templar, this is a completely different Templar, by the way, not the Templar out of character, not the Templar that you saw in Origins, who Sten gave the cookie to. But he's a little bit different. He has black hair, brown eyes, slightly tan, and he's a little muscular, but not too muscular. And he says, "Halt! What's your purpose here for Lake Calenhad?"
Looks at Lyra.
We have
armor. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Evan.
We are here on a mission from the Queen. We would like to passage to the Circle Tower, please.
And he says, "May I see authoritation?"
I hand over the letter.
All right.
And Lyra, if you want to jump into it. So.
No, I was going to say I handed documents, but I don't know who has them.
All right. Alrighty, so he checks the documents already and goes, seems pretty legit. Alright. Everybody hop on the boat. Oh, hold on. Looks like you're going to need to bring in, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's 4 of you, 5, 6. I can only bring up to at least, 5 to 6 people at a time. So, character screen appears again. Now you have to make your choice out of the 3. So, who are you to bring?
My vote is to invite Daniel.
Yes, Daniel, the non-mage.
Yeah, makes no sense.
Alright, first choice, Daniel. Second choice? Either Silver or Roland.
Silver, probably.
Okay.
That's 1 vote for Silver.
Roland, would you like to come, or would you be more comfortable staying behind?
I'm sure you and Kendra will have a lot to talk about.
He looks up and goes, well, I'm curious to know what the Circle of Lake Calenhad's like, so I can come along if you guys want to.
Robos looks confused by this, like, we're giving you an out. Why do you want to come?
And yeah, he recognizes that, and he goes, you know what? I'll stand out for this. I'll stay with Kendra.
That sounds good.
Should we take the forgeries with us? Lyra, is there people here we could turn them over to?
There should be a knight commander in there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and Kendra will just give Lyra the forgeries and goes, here you go.
Okay. Thank you.
And she'll just say, just don't worry about me, Lyra. I'll I'll take care of Roland. You just go inside and give those forgeries to the Knight Commander. And then the Templar raises an eyebrow and goes, "Forgeries?"
Yes, we have
It's
a
a
lot of
long
business
story.
to attend.
And he goes, "Okay, alrighty." And Sildar is just going in, popping in first, and you see that the boat just, it actually just sinks a little bit, but not all the way up to where the water could fill in. And he just goes, "Well, your big pal seems eager," the Templar says.
One way to put it. We can all swim if this sinks, yes? I can. Not well, but I can.
And
I
he'll
haven't
just
swum
say-
in my armor before, is what I'm saying.
And he goes, "I think it could be able to. I think this boat could be able to hold up the rest of you and your big furry friend." He just backs in. He goes like, "Yeah, furry." He's not. He's like not a werewolf whatsoever. He's not thinking like that. and you'll just goes in. All right. I'm ready to go. Everyone else ready?
Yep,
Drag
let's
gets
go.
in.
I'm good.
All right. Now everybody is heading onto the boat, and he starts rowing, and goes, "Just for safety's sake, if you see water come up, just immediately splash it out."
Noted. I know she's actually going to be looking for that.
Yes.
Whether or not this was a joke.
So the trip to the boat is actually uneventful. No water came in whatsoever. Thank the maker, or thank the gods. And you've arrived onto the entranceway of the circle safely. And he just goes, "All right, just take care of whatever business that you need to take care of, and get out. And I'll just be here. I might also check up on your other Templar friend, as well as the suspicious one." And by that, and out of character, he meant Roland.
Really? He's so trustworthy. With his big...
So I will give him 1 silver as a tip.
Oh, and he goes, "Oh, thank you, my dear."
You're welcome.
And he puts it in, and now you guys enter into Lake Calenhad, into the circle. Now, as you enter the circle, you see that there are a couple of Templars as well as a few mages just chattering about, and one of them is actually one of the knight captains that comes up. He's not Knight Captain Cullen, sadly, but he is a different Knight Captain entirely. He has blonde hair, obviously, and he also has blue eyes. And he'll just say, "All right, what's your business here at the circle?"
Well, first we came here with a message from the Queen. She wants reinforcements to help build Denerim.
I see. All right. We'll talk to the first enchanter about that. And what's with the rest of those papers?
When we stopped at Redcliffe to do the same thing, we found some forgery documents about the Templars. She'll hand them to him.
And he'll look at them and goes, "What the name of?" All right, we'll get these sorted out immediately. Do you know who made these?
Some bandit group, it looks like. The Checkmates?
Checkmates.
So the leader of their group, my understanding, is currently in custody at Redcliffe. So if you have any questioning to do, I'm sure that can be arranged.
Very well. We'll take care of that immediately. Thank you. All right. And if you want to go and get some help, the first chance quarters is towards your right, and you might need to make 3 circles, and it's going to be the whole way to your left.
Very well.
And you guys enter in. And Sildar, is going like, seems like a very nice place for a circle.
Seems. Rovos is just looking around.
All right. Okay. Alrighty. So you're coming along. Roland will say, "Oh, don't worry about me. I'll try not get into trouble."
Okay.
Someone has to watch the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, well, he'll be like, well, I'm good with take care of horses, so that shouldn't be a problem. And he'll go and just say, "All right, have fun in there," and he'll just head off back to the horses.
Okay.
Or and one of the Templars comes back, and the Templar on the boat comes up to you, Kendra, and he says, "By the way, your friends are now in the circle. If you want to come along, that's fine with me."
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'll come along as well.
Yes, excellent. All right, and he sends you along, and you're now near the entrance of the circle. Now, as you enter into the mage circle, one of the knight captains comes along, and he says, "Odit, what's your purpose here at the circle?"
My companions are up ahead. I was I was with the group with the Rovos, Lyra, that group. I stayed behind to help tie up our horses.
For those who are looking around, I'd like for the three of you to make a cunning check.
Cunning.
Mm-hmm. It's just for something.
11.
Well,
Okay, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so Lyra, if you remember correctly, during the Blight, there was a bit of a abomination problem that happened in the circle. So as you walk around, you may see some of these people, some of these Templars look a little bit on edge.
Okay. Templars still are a little jumpy from the time of the Blight, so be on your best behavior.
And
Oh, I was gonna set things on fire. Darn. That was a joke.
yeah,
In
yeah,
hindsight, not a funny one.
yeah. Daniel was like, good thing it was a joke, or else I would try and try not to tell you to say that, Robos. But anyway, and Daniel says, but yeah, Lyra's right. Some of these people are a little bit on edge, so probably need to be very careful what we say about a certain you-know-who.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Sildar goes, well, what's the matter with Roland? And Daniel just interrupts her, shh, don't say his name! And he goes, oh, got it. And Daniel just goes, oh, make your breath. What? How do you guys deal with him?
Very easily. Just grins at
One
that.
step at a time.
he hasn't actively caused any problems. Not sure I entirely trust him, but he hasn't he hasn't seemingly worked against us or anything like that, so.
Yeah, and he goes, and Daniel just goes like, oh, by the way, where did you find him again?
Brazilian forest.
Oh.
Bandits camp. Well, actually, I was in the forest before the camp, but
Yeah.
long story.
And it goes, okay, maybe Sis can give me a better explanation than that. All right, well, anyway. And he's like, well, which way do we need to go? I think that way. He looks a little lost.
Have we actually
And,
gone into the library room yet?
You guys have made it into the library room. And while you're in the library room, please roll perception, please, for everyone.
9.
15.
4 stunned.
8.
8 with 3
I'm
stuns,
not
so
last! Then again,
Oh,
maybe
boy.
it's more. Oh, yeah, I've been here before.
Okay. All right. So, Gerard, as you enter into the library room, you hear someone in the distance yell, "No, no, 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 no! Don't bend the book like that! Oh, I think I'm gonna faint." And you hear a female say, "What? I was just doing some research, and I usually bend them to make a bookmark." He goes, "I understand that, but it makes me feel a little dizzy." and if you look around the corner, you see a human talking to a female dwarf with red hair. And out of character, I think everyone knows who they are.
Yeah.
And
Gerard turns around and goes, "Number one, don't dog-ear their books. Number two, there's a dwarf in the circle tower."
I didn't think dwarves could be mages.
uh,
Weird.
They can't.
yeah, well, Daniel will just go like, "Well, obviously they can't because they're not connected to the Fade, I think. But why the heck is a dwarf doing here?"
Rovas is going to go over to the dwarf.
Maybe,
All right,
maybe
and
before that, Gerard will just say, "Well, I mean, maybe she's just a visitor. Like, I'm not a mage. I'm in the circle tower right now."
Yes, there are those
Could
of
be
us who are
delivering
not
Denerim.
mages who are here. Yes.
all right, okay, all right. So as you enter into the see the area, and he goes, and he just make sure not to bend them, all right? These are precious books, all right? And then he just walks up and bumps into you, and just goes like, "Oh, excuse me, sorry," and he just walks off, like just not realizing that he just bumped into an Avar.
Well, I'm not a book, so therefore.
Yeah. Yeah, and the woman actually just goes, "Oh, hello. May I help you with something?"
More just curious. You're a dwarf, yes?
And he goes, am I? How can you tell?"
Oh,
And
same
she
way
says
people
that-
can tell I'm an elf or an avar. Points at her ears, then points at her armor.
And she goes, "Yeah. I've heard about your kind, but never met one up close.
Well, you
by the
have
way-
now. Roas is going to sit down across from her. So what brings
Okay.
you here?
Oh, I've been wanting to do some research on rune making and everything. I'm just curious about the magic and everything."
Worthwhile pursuit. I
Okay.
haven't heard too much about dwarves. Are you the first, or...?
Well, this is the first time I've been to Lake Calenhad, but the research is amazing here.
Oh, my cousin Yurd would love this place. Although it's probably more researchy and not stories.
Yes, of course. And she was like, "Oh, by the way, my name is Dagna. What's yours?"
I'm Rovas.
Rovas. A pleasure to meet you. What brings you here?
Oh, bunch of things. I'm a dumb. We should be on those things. Just dwarf. I've never seen one before. No offense. That came out bad. Sorry.
None taken. It just, I mean, it's both our first time here, so I understand.
So is it your choice to be here?
Well, yes. My father didn't like me going to the circle and everything, leaving Orzammar and everything, but I just feel like I want to do things more here than in there, because there's nothing I can do.
I understand that. Well, it was nice to meet you. Unfortunately, we probably should press on. Hope we get a chance to talk again, though. You seem interesting. Like, interesting things will happen around you one day. I don't know how I know this, just, it feels like it's true.
Okay.
It's hard to be the first of anything.
Right, yeah. Thanks. It's a pleasure talking to you too, Robas. Hopefully I'll see you again. And she just back into her book.
Gerard will actually not leave yet, and will say, "You're from Orzammar, right, Dagna?"
Yeah, that I am. Well, why do you ask?
That's just next on our list of places to go to, or at least it probably will be. I was wondering if you wanted us to try and get in contact with your father, deliver any messages or anything like that.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
think that he would
totally
hear.
help.
And she kind of looked awkward at that. And goes, no messages, just I mean, if you could tell him that I said hi, then that's fine.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
Who's your
All
dad?
His name is Janar.
Okay. Is that
All right.
a common name? It just dawns on me we might walk in, there's like 20 Jana. Are you Dagna's da? Are you Dagna's da? Do you know where Dagna's da is? That would be a little weird.
Well, my father works at a smith.
Oh, he's a smith.
He's
I like call him Sonama. Tell me more. Right, we are on assignment. I'm bad at this. Sorry.
Don't worry. I'll explain who he is once you're done here. So see you guys. And Dagna just awkwardly just waves goodbye and just back to her books.
I'm over to catch up to them.
All right.
Oh, you made it.
Hey, yeah, sorry it took so long.
Looks
Yeah,
no worries.
like Roland's not with him. This might be good.
I think he's earned enough trust to be left on his own for a bit.
Aw, progress. Wraps her arm around her shoulder. So, we should get on with our task, yes?
Yes, let's do that.
All right. So as you guys leave, Dagna waves goodbye to everyone, and you guys head off to the destination, and you see the first enchanter reading some papers, and he looks up and goes, "Oh, hello there. Please come on in." And he says, "What brings you here to the circle?"
We've been asked by the Queen to come and ask you for help, I believe.
Oh, of course. And he looks at you, Kendra, and then looks at Lyra, and he's like, "Both Templar initiates. Can I get your names?"
Lyra Beer's son.
Lyra Via's son. Okay.
Kendra Aerius.
Kendra Aerius. All right.
Rovas,
Alrighty.
Anya's Dalton, a wiggle reach.
Oh, Adal. I'll just admit, this is the first time I met you.
I get
And
it.
Gerard Payne.
Gerard Payne. Okay. Well, pleasure to meet you all. And it was, what about the other two? It was, I'm Daniel, Kendra's sister. And
You mean
and
his brother?
Hey,
rephrase.
Crab.
Let me rephrase. He's like, I'm Daniel, Kendra's brother, and Sildar goes, the name's Sildar. I'm with them. No relationship to them whatsoever, but I just joined because it would be fun to join them.
we're a fun group.
And he goes, I see. And what is this about wanting to speak to me?
We are here to ask for help with the rebuilding of Denerim.
So it would seem. Did she say any reason?
Denerim had a lot of damage done to it. We are currently going around asking for help from multiple people for assistance in the rebuilding.
So it would seem. I see. Well, but I would appreciate the help, but we have problems of our own.
Yes. What is currently going on?
As you may see here with our Templars, they're still on high alert because of what happened a few months ago. You see, we had an abomination problem. One of the abominations from our circle decided to join in and try to possess every single mage in sight.
Mm.
And now we're still trying to rebuild ourselves.
I see.
But from what I've heard, one of the Knight Commanders had said that they need to search everyone and see if they're not possessed. One of our own just escaped just a few months ago. I placed in the request to find her and hopefully be able to take good care of her and make sure that she's back on her feet.
Who is this one who escaped?
And he pulls out one of his books and he goes, a woman named Aerius. And yeah, Daniel just goes, oh boy.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Huh, popular last name.
Yes, it's very common. Incredibly so. It's
Kendra,
like
roll for
it's the Smith of Thedas.
yeah, Kendra, roll for deception.
Can I roll too?
That's a cunning, right?
Yes.
Communications?
No, communication.
Oh, communication. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And robots can also roll.
Yay!
My
13 for stunned.
Nice. Okay.
Let's see. 14.
14. All right. With that, the first enchanter will say, "Indeed, it seems pretty popular around here."
Yeah. I thought it was uncommon, but I have met so many Aeriuses on my journey.
And while that's happening, he'll be like, but we also have a little bit of problems with some of the Templars. One of them, who's the one who requested Lena to be retrieved, wanted her to be tranquil. But I wanted to deny the request, but he kind of forced my hand.
Who is this Templar?
His name is Christian. He just became a Knight Commander just recently.
Christian. What can you tell me about him?
Christian, he obeys the law. He knows the Templar way. And he seems like a nice fellow. But if you get him on his nerves, then yeah, he's a little bit different. He's a little bit of a different person to deal with. But yeah, overall, very nice lad. You may see him. He's kind of on the short side for a human, but he has blonde hair. He has blue eyes. He has a little bit of a buzz on him. He's very easily noticeable because he has a little bit of a gash going down through his chest during the little abomination incident.
I see.
Out of character, how well is it known what happened at the Circle during the Blight?
Well, I'm guessing Kendra knows because obviously.
Yeah, but my character
obviously.
kind of out of the way.
Yeah. So with that, I would like everyone to roll me a cunning.
Okay.
16. 6 stunned.
Nice.
13. No, wait,
Nah.
I got 13. Yeah,
Yeah.
still 13.
Okay. And where's is Sage Fox a 9?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Robots, you have actually heard from outside of your hold before you left, that there was that little incident. So you could probably think that it's common knowledge.
Okay.
And the first enchanter will say, "Well, I've been trying to convince Christian that he shouldn't be allowed to do that. I mean, if there is a way, maybe try and bring her in unharmed and not tranquil, because she did pass her harrowing in flying colors."
What's this harrowing? I've heard it. Just again, my culture's different.
It's that mages pass. Must pass when they're at the circle. It's like they journey into the Fade to do a specific task.
Okay.
They in the Fade. There's a risk of them getting possessed by a demon.
Oh, right, you don't do spirit trainers, you do something else. Never mind. Moot point.
And the first enchanter says, also, it needs to be top secret, Kendra. So please don't spread it around.
Out of character, I forgot.
She's just been around me so much, it's like, oh, she's just her.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically what you know about the harrowing, that it is a ritual, and that allows the user to go into the Fade, and of course, when they're knocked unconscious, a demon is possessed inside them, and it is pretty much a test to see how well they can resist demon possession.
Mm-hmm. That seems needlessly complex.
And he goes, indeed. But keep this between you and me. Just don't tell anyone else about this.
You
Who would believe me? My hold would think it's the stupidest thing ever.
You know why Christian is so dead set on Lena becoming tranquil?
Well, Christian did tell me that that Lena seemed a bit off. Like she was possessed by a pride demon because of her attitude. Basically, I could tell from her eyes that she doesn't like being in the circle, because 5 years ago, one of the Templars caught her and took her in.
I can see that. I don't know if that warrants. Did she have any proof that she was an abomination? That she has been possessed?
And he kind of double checks his books and he goes, well, there was one report where there was a fight going on with another one of the other mages. Fist fight, basically. So, but we were able to stop that, and I basically gave Lena a warning, but Christian told me that it was the work of a demon.
That's stupid.
Right. Huh.
It's a big leap from a little feisty to possession.
Yeah.
Honestly,
There would be ways to check for that.
Well, technically, we don't have the right. We have no idea how it works. So, how demon possession is there. I mean, we understand how a demon can possess by being super emotional, but since Lena was super emotional, I don't know, but I did some checking, and she was not possessed. I have the proof in the papers.
the main problem is Christian. Okay then. So, is there any? Before I asked about Christian, and Lena, what were you saying about what's been going on?
again, like I said, the Templars are very high-strung, and everyone is thinking that if someone who gets emotional is being possessed by a demon.
Always on the
That's
rise.
stupid.
In fact, one of them actually requested for there to be an examination done and see if anyone who is possessed by a demon.
Everyone's high strung after the incident,
Yes,
I believe.
but it seems like Knight Commander Christian is being super confident that that there is demon possession being involved.
I see.
You believe there is? In general, not just the case of Myra.
He seemed to be truthful, but deep down I feel like he's very doubtful. But I wish to go and talk to him, but I'm still busy filling out forms and everything. So,
I think we could talk to him.
if you could do that, I would be appreciated. In fact, I could be able to send some of the Templars and Mages to help with Denerim.
We'll see what we can do.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Aerius.
I'll be glad. No, it's my pleasure.
Alright. And with
Out of
that,
character, I am now concerned that I now have this weird thought.
Okay.
Kendra and Lena are twins, so they look a lot alike.
yeah.
And when she shows up, she's gonna think, "Why is this Mage and Templar clone?"
Oh, we need to use that next time.
Yeah. Thanks, Joseph. You gave me an idea.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay, we got enough. So Daniel will say, "Any idea where this Christian would be?" And he'll say, "Oh, he's there doing looking at on point of a training session with some of the youngins with one of our own mages, Win."
Oh, I see. Oh yeah. Should we tell? No, wait. Never mind.
What was that, Joseph?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay. Alrighty. So, as you guys all leave, the training session is near one of the libraries, and it's in a room where the books are a bit more further apart than expected, but there's a little circle underneath, and it's like a protection barrier for the children to cast their spells. And as you see this, you see an old woman, somewhere around like in her early to mid 70s, teaching children, and he says, Danny, please be more careful. Just try and make sure you focus on the fire, and make sure that it is a perfect size for you." And the child says, Yes, Win, I understand." And if you see right next to Win is Knight Commander Christian.
Okay. Yeah, but
So that's the man, huh?
yeah.
Well, Ross is sizing him up like, can I take him in a fight?
He almost looks like he's in the same height as you, but he looks he's kind of tough, but I think you may handle him with your Avar strength and all.
Kendra's kind of glaring, trying to hide a glare at this guy because he's the reason that Lena is in such a tight spot right now.
All right, and then you hear the old woman say, "Okay, children, it's time to take a break. Go ahead and go ahead and go out for lunch. And everyone just, and the children just goes off, and Knight Commander Christian follows with, and Wynn, the woman, actually goes up to the rest of you and goes, "Oh, hello there. May I help you with something?"
Can I roll a magic check on her?
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh, 5.
5.
Nope.
You try and look at her by using your magic.
3 stuff points.
Yeah, it has to connect, though.
You try and get a reading on her, but you can't tell. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you could tell, like, she's overwhelmingly strong with magic, but you.
Not
It's
what I
just
was looking
way-
for.
It's just way too much.
I was looking for the spirit.
Mhm.
Hey, that's what my people do! Why don't more people do that here? But never mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. She'll actually bow. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wynn.
As in the win.
And he goes,
The one that
"If
was
you're-"
with the hero Freldon.
And she goes, "You're quite well informed for an Avar."
Yes.
Well, we have met the hero, actually. We're here on her instructions.
Oh, really? What did she assign you to?
We're going around gathering help for the rebuilding of Denerim.
Oh. Denerim is not doing so well with resources, I take it?
No. The battle
They did
was
suffer- They suffered fairly heavy damage.
Yes, I could see that. So, what brings you here to the Circle? Aside from that.
We would like to talk to Knight Commander Christian.
Oh, Christian? Of course. I'll go get to him right away. I'll just be on guard. And don't worry, he trusts me. And then Wynn goes off, and she's like, Christian dear, can you come here for a moment? And the Knight Commander just comes out and goes, "Is there a problem, Wynn?" Yes, these fellows would like to talk to you." All right. And he goes up and goes, "All right. You got my attention, so what do you want?"
We would like.
And then Knight Commander Christian starts getting a little suspicious on you, Kendra, because he's like, you look like someone who just escaped. I don't think we met, have we?
My name is Kendra.
Kendra. Oh, of course. One of the initiates. A pleasure to meet you.
And I'm Lyra.
Miss Bierson. I've heard a lot about you. A pleasure to meet you.
Rovos goes, leans back against the wall, crosses arms over chest. Rovos. I've heard things.
So it would seem. A pleasure to meet you, Miss Rovos.
And Gerard goes up and extends a hand. Gerard Payne.
Tell me, was your father Malcolm Payne?
Yes, very much.
Yes. He's actually in the guest quarters. If you want to go see him, go right ahead.
Oh, very good.
He's here.
Yes, he is here. I've seen him. He's a very nice guy. He sells a lot of great products. He sells some of the best lyrium potions. Some of the potions that we use for our students.
I'm glad that you are happy with our products, sir.
Yes. Well, it's a pleasure to meet the son of the Malcolm Payne.
Mhm.
And what about the rest of you? And Daniel will go, "Yeah, I'm Kendra's older brother. The name's Daniel." Pleasure. And you are? And he'll just say, and then Sildar will just say, "Sildar, nice to meet you, Christian."
He's a bit shy.
Very shy.
And he goes, "So it would seem. All right. So Wynn said that you wanted to ask me something. So I'm all ears."
we would like to talk to you about a certain escaped mage from a few months ago.
Ah, yes. Lena Aerius. Yes. I've been trying to find her, but someone decided to take the quest.
You wanted to do this personally?
Well, yes and no. Yes, to help with that said fellow initiate, and no, because I only give them the assignment, and I follow them, and, well, try and give them hints along the way, like saying, oh, just use the phylactery and try to sense where it leads. That sort of thing.
Mm.
And he'll say, like, it's been about 3 years since she escaped.
Three.
Yes, she escaped 3 years ago. 2 years ago, 4 years ago, she passed her harrowing, but I saw her and she acted a bit strange. So I talked to the Night Enchanter to the first Enchanter to say, like, to tell him that she needs to be tranquil immediately because she's in possession of a demon.
Based off
He did-
what? Acting
Based off-
strangely.
Yes, body language, everything.
Well,
as well
people might
as-
think my body language is strange. That means I'm an abomination.
Well, you're not a mage. You're an Avar.
Bites her lip
But-
doesn't say anything.
Are you absolutely certain that she is an abomination?
I'm certain, initiate. I'm certain. And he'll just go, and he goes, well, why do you ask?
Well, actually, I was under assignment. I'm the one who was given the quest to take on Lena, and I was just assessing how difficult of a task this would be.
Ah, you're having a hard time trying to track her. Huh.
Well, I kind of got distracted of this quest for the queen I'm on. I'm going to get to that soon, though.
Well, fair enough.
So you're like 50% sure she's an abomination, or 100?
I guess you could say 75%.
75, and you're going to make her tranquil. My little
It's
peasant
a-
thinks that's crazy.
It's a safety precaution.
She is
And,
just glaring at him now like, I don't like you.
Okay, everyone please make a perception check.
7!
9.
Ouch.
11 with 2 stump points.
10 with 3, okay.
I never do well on these. This is why I have clever. Actually, can I roll for clever?
Sure, go ahead, I'll allow clever.
Thank you. 21! 5
Holy
stuns.
cow!
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow. Okay,
Whatever.
alright. Robas, when he's talking, Clever, you feel that tugging sensation from, that you felt before back at the base? And you hear someone in your voice saying, Rovas, take a look at his face.
She does this?
Yeah, and you see that where on his forehead, his upright forehead, almost near his temple, almost towards where his temple is, you see a slightly faded a chess piece, and it is of a bishop.
Robos goes over. I couldn't help but notice that thing on your head. Is it a tattoo or brand?
Yeah, he hides it, and he goes, None of your concern.
Oh, come on. It's fascinating. I don't think I've seen one before. It's like a... Oh, what's that game? You know, the checkerboard, it's colors, black and white. Looks over at her
Chess?
friends.
Chess?
Chess! That's the game! Yeah! It looks like one of those pieces.
Alright, robots, roll for persuasion and add a +2 to your bonus stat.
Okie dokie. Persuasion's communication?
Yes.
12.
12. Okay. You see that he's like, he goes, look, it's a birthmark, all right?
Really? I've never seen one like it. She's trying to take his hand away.
Yeah, roll for strength, Robos.
I'm getting all the rolls tonight. 13.
Yeah, you see it, and you see that it's even more revealing. And you see on his hand, it looks like you probably heard of this, but it's very outlandish for you. But it's something called foundation. And now the bishop is fully revealed.
Oh, it's like war paint. Fascinating.
And
Don't you think this is fascinating? Again, looks over at her friends. I've
Yeah,
never seen stuff like this.
really fascinating.
Yeah,
I think I've seen this before.
yeah. Wynn actually goes and takes goes behind him and takes a look and goes, "Huh? When did you get this?" He goes, "It's nothing. I gotta go." And
It's
he
a
just quickly
birthmark,
walks off.
remember?
Oh, right. Born with it.
Yeah. Can everyone please make a communication check, please?
Sure.
Well,
That is-
nice.
17 with 6 points for Lyra. Nice. All right. So Lyra, you were able to tell that he was lying about the birthmark.
I don't think he's telling the truth.
You don't say.
Provis
Yeah,
just
those-
smirks and steps back.
Yeah, and now Daniel will just go, wait, that's a checkmate.
Yes, Daniel.
Yeah, and
Boy has no
and-
game.
and he's like, we need to go after him.
Yes, yes, Daniel. Yes, we do.
And
And Kendra Lee chases after him.
all right, everybody, I would like you to make a dexterity check. It's not initiative; it's just something else.
11. One stunt.
Oh,
No,
15
9.
with stun points.
Yeah.
15 with
Evan got
stun
a
points.
yeah, and Evan got an 18 with 4 stun points. Holy cow! All right. Oh, 15 with 4 stun points. Ouch. 11 with 4 stun points. Sorry. So, Gerard, you're able to catch up to Christian, and you're able to go like this right in front of him, and he stops immediately. And he goes, "What's the matter?"
So,
Well, we ran into some of your friends back in Redcliffe not just a few days ago.
Yeah, he
I was
just
wondering if
goes,
you wanted to know how they're doing.
Yes,
Yeah.
friends
You
are
might be able-
important.
All right. Well, with that, he's actually going to smirk a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, Gerard. You know nothing about the checkmates." And then all of a sudden, he turns invisible.
ah, yeah,
Cheating!
All right.
I tried.
We have a where with us. Start tracking.
All right. I'll have Sildar do a tracking check.
I'm actually also going to have Clever do one.
All right. Clever needs to make a perception check.
Yep.
And if he has a focus on hearing and smelling, I'll allow it.
Where are you, Paige? He has searching seeing.
All right.
Alrighty. 11.
Oh, okay. 11 and 18. So with Clever and Sildar, you hear him say, "Uh-oh. Gerard, I think he's with your dad."
I don't know.
Nope.
Dude.
All right. And as everyone enters, runs towards the guest quarters, I'm going to say that's where we end our session.
Oh no.
All right.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of progress today. A lot of progress I was here for.
Yeah. Wow.
3 hours.
I'm so sorry I wasn't here on time, guys. I got sick.
It's fine.
I just-
I'm also battling a head cold, so...
It happens. Don't worry. So anyway, with the viewers out there, hope everyone enjoyed this session. And until then, this is Mark 3520 along with TheSylphWind, Joseph, Evan, and Sage Fox signing off.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Hey.